That's what Hit Boy only gotta do is hit record. Record breaking news, had to show up just to fill a void. Confused boy, little boys, y'all better keep your poise. Leave me out of the weasel. Be cool when you see me, I'm hot at all that rap deep. The hood know you, so we don't borrow, believe in it. Locked in on the instrumental, I took back the key to this. Run me the keys, run me the bees, run me that flow back. Your top 3, I'm not number 1, how could you post that? I would have crowned the city is mine, you cannot hold that. I'm not the one to go at. Meet Joe Black. Run me the keys, run me the bees, run me that flow back. What I'm saying, your top 3, I'm not number 1, how could you post that? I would have crowned the city is mine, you cannot hold that. I'm not the one to go at. Meet Joe Black. What I'm saying, people saying what's already been said. Predictions, I don't listen, it's already in my head, no funny. Your most hungry place, I was past that at 28. Underground tapes, as my ass cap in publishing states. As we slide in the G-Ride, I've been getting criticized. It's keeping me energized. Create with a business mind, I'm from where killers reside. A wild hood, only knew goons since my childhood. Say anything in they raps cause it sound good. Don't even mean what they say, horrible outlook. Y'all ain't really about this house. Y'all was in the house with it. We don't respect fake jewelry and silly outfits. Window down, blowing out. Great tits, New York's J. Prince on Houston Street. I caught the bounce before my even bounced the beat. I took the hard way in it, man, it's the route for me. Run me the keys, run me the bees, run me that flow back. Your top 3, I'm not number 1, how could you post that? I would have crowned the city is mine, you cannot hold that. I'm not the one to go at. Meet Joe Black. Run me the keys, run me the bees, run me that flow back. Your top 3, I'm not number 1, how could you post that? I would have crowned the city is mine, you cannot hold that. I'm not the one to go at. Meet Joe Black, meet Joe Black. Why would I ever have to cop a chain again when the QB chain birthed most of the chains in the game? Why would I?
By many accounts, one of the most underrated home venues in all of the NFL resides in the heart of Nashville, Tennessee, and that's where we find ourselves at Nissan Stadium. Tonight, on this fine Thursday night, we've got a good one in store between the Dallas Cowboys and the Tennessee Titans. Fielded just outside the goal line. And he returns this to the 22.
Okay, break.
Willis going to throw it right away. Into the hands of his tight end, Jeff Swain. Charles, Thursday night game, I think a lot of teams probably say shrink the playbook somewhat. Is that correct?
I think you're right about that because you just don't have the amount of time that you have in a normal week to put in a full playbook. So as you said, you shrink the playbook. Pick out the plays that work best for you. You know what else you're looking for?
What's that?
Who are the freshest guys coming off the last game to play on a Thursday night? Guys that have a little extra pep in their step. You go to them early and often.
And it's hauled in by Austin Hooper. And he will have a Titans first down as they're able to convert by plenty there on 3rd and 1. The Titans had 10-5 to start play, and they have certainly got it rolling as of late, winners of 6 in a row.
And I think this is where, as a head coach, you show your team some trust. Instead of just talking about winning, the very next game, you point out to them, we're on a nice run here, and if we keep doing this, we'll be playing at home in the postseason, and we know that could ride us all the way to the Super Bowl if we get that done.
And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. That one goes for 24 yards.
That turns into a very well-orchestrated play right there. Going to work his way out of the backfield to the right, and after he looked it in, he found plenty of space to roam and picked up big yardage.
Now Willis on 1st and 10. A quick throw there going to be batted away and incomplete.
And not a common sight, at least on this drive. A momentary setback, though, for this passing game that has been moving well this series. Good thing for them, though. Still 2 more downs to connect and try to pick up another first down.
Willis with another keeper, and he'll be brought down, losing yardage back at the 40. That's going to go down as a loss of 5, and it brings up 3rd down.
This defense is a difficult one to prepare for, one of the best in the league. They'll come at you from all angles, and they did a nice job there stopping him for a loss.
Seventh play of this drive coming up, but a long way to go on 3rd down. Now Willis on the bootleg. Now a loose football. The ball comes out, but this will fortunately wind up out of bounds. You can almost see inside his face mask there the look of relief. He coughed it up, but it goes out of bounds. They keep it.
Someone came around with a lucky horseshoe, aren't they? If I were him, I'd go out and play the lottery after that one. A very fortunate man.
They're operating in close territory here. They're thinking points. They don't want to lose the football at this juncture. They were probably hoping to get him a little bit closer for a shorter field goal, but he was able to get it done from deep.
Nice little tester for him to begin things, huh? I think he was open for a little bit more of a chip shot. Instead, they made him stretch it out a little bit, but he's got to feel great now that he put it through the pipes.
So Prescott and the Cowboys now with a 1st and 10 at their 25-yard line. The play-action fake. They'll look to throw. And he can't find anywhere to go with it, and he goes down. Von Miller in there to get him, and that is now sack number 18 on the season for him.
Well, the pass rush has been a real strength of late. They know how to get after the quarterback.
Absolutely. 4 sacks last week. That's their first one here. Anything in particular you've seen from them or on film?
I think that they're winning athletically up front, winning those one-on-one battles, but also when the offensive line wants to keep everyone in and mass protect, they know how to scheme their way back to the quarterback as well.
It's a pickup of 8 yards to move them into a 3rd and 13 here. And the Titans going to signal for a timeout defensively. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. Not an easy spot here, and we'll be in search of 13 yards to try to pick up the first. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And he fires one that's intercepted. It's Roger McCreary with a pick. And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown. CD, what a sensational start for this defense. Instead of just forcing the 3-and-out, which they were about to do, they pick it off and take it in for the score.
Yeah, I mean, they didn't just settle for the standard good way to start a game. They started in dramatic fashion. Take it away, score points, and guess what? They'll be flying to go back out there on defense again after that play.
On the return, Tony Pollard from his end zone. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. And listen, these Thursday night games, they're tough on the body. You just played on Sunday, 72 hours later, hey, it's game day again. But I have to think a Thursday night game in September much more preferable than a Thursday nighter in December, no?
No, there's no doubt about it. You mentioned how tough it is on the body. How about the mind? You're already tired, fatigued, right? Trying to battle for playoff spots. And here you have the quick turnaround. Now, the flip side is, if you take care of business, win that Thursday nighter, you go into a mini open week. Gives you a few extra days to heal up the body and the mind before you play your next game. You can almost hear the sigh of relief coming from their sideline and from their point on the field because this has been a tough start for them thus far. A much-needed first down there. They've needed something good to happen. Plays like that will continue to help them dig out of this hole.
And this will be good for a pickup of 9 to the 46. And see, you look at this defense, what kind of pressure are they under trying to stop a team that has won 5 games in a row?
Well, to me, it makes their job harder because you know you're going up against an offense that's playing at an elite level, and sometimes you can get too caught up in trying to play the perfect game. You're trying to be too precise, too fine, instead of just letting it rip. And I think that's more the priority than trying to be absolutely perfect.
Now the first carry for Ezekiel Elliott. It's a pretty strong running there as he'll take this across the 50 and down to the 44. That'll be a pickup of 10 as they try to recover from this 10-point deficit.
I have to admit, I'm excited by that play call and the end result because this is a team that's down big early in the first quarter, and a lot of teams will just panic, abandon the playbook, and just start firing the ball all over the place. It's way too early for that. Stick to what works for you.
Down double digits, and we talked about their game plan being both running and passing there. You're right. They're sticking to the game plan, getting the ground game going.
A lot of football left to be played.
$10-0 the score after 1. Start of the second quarter, and it's the Cowboys in possession as they've got it with a 2nd and 10. They'll try to throw now. Prescott. A quick throw knocked away and incomplete.
He certainly didn't like what he saw all from the coverage on his primary reads, and he didn't even have any luck trying to get back to his safety valve. Give defensive credit. Coverage was in lockdown mode everywhere.
On 3rd down, it's Pollard. And he's going to be stopped here at the 43, and that is not near enough to pick up the first. Just a yard on the run there, and that's going to bring us to a 4th down.
He may be a bit undersized compared to the modern-day NFL defensive tackle, but what he lacks in size, he definitely makes up for in his ability to make tackles in the run game as well.
Anger is on to punt, and he gets this one away. And this one hits at the 1, continues on into the end zone for a touchback. Tennessee offense about set and ready to go. As mentioned, this one of the hottest teams in the NFL, riding that winning streak into this one, but now playing here on Thursday night. Do you think that this helps or hurts their momentum?
Well, ordinarily, I'd say it hurts the momentum because now you get that short week. But when a team's playing as well as they are, it actually allows them to down focus and only worry about themselves and less about their opponent. So when you're playing well, you just worry about the things you're doing well and let the opponent deal with that.
So the opening play of the drive goes backwards. Now they'll come up on 2nd and 12. And he'll get this up over the 25 to the 26. 9 good yards there on the run, and now 3rd down. And that looked like some pretty easy yardage there right up the gut.
And he's a guy that has some height to him. So when you don't have to drop a shoulder or create or get through contact or trash, makes it a lot easier to stay upright, see the field, and make a run as we just saw there.
Trying to lay one up deep. And unable to connect. Incomplete. Give them credit. They took their shot, but it's going to bring up 4th down. On 4th down, Ryan Stonehouse on to punt. He was only asked to punt once in the victory last week as he sends this one away. So a good punt there, but a very strong 14-yard return. And the Cowboys will take over the football with a 1st and 10. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. And it's been a rocky start for them thus far. They had the turnover and then the punt on those first 2 drives.
So there is optimism because they've improved, right? Turnover, you just noted it.
Punt's better than the turnover.
The punt is better on the second one. Now they're hoping to turn into 1st downs and hopefully points.
So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10. Here's Pollard again. And he is going to get this close to the 1st down markers. He's brought down at the Titans' 43-yard line. yards, and that leaves him just short, so it'll be third and less than a yard.
Even though they gave up more than they wanted to on that play, it actually illustrates how well they bottled him up throughout the game, because that was his longest run of this contest.
Could be 4-down territory even if they don't get this, but they need just a few inches here on third. Trying to run for it with Pollard, and they will touch him down, but not before he gets the first. 1 yard is the gain, and the Cowboys are going to get a first down.
Well, partner, what do you think? Might have been 4-down territory if they didn't pick it up, but...
Yeah, it's a moot point now. I was curious, so if they didn't get it there, would they have gone for it? I guess we'll never know.
Yeah, we didn't have to make that call, but I have a feeling both of us would have said, go for it.
Prescott off play action. He's got his man. It's Gallup. He'll get this one down near the 20-yard line, just shy of the 20. A good pick up there of 20 yards.
Brandon, what's even more impressive is that came against double coverage. He gashed them with that reception, even with the extra focus that he drew from the defense.
Prescott on first down. Intercepted. Picked off by Caleb Farley. And the Titans are going to have it here as they'll start at their own 7. So the interception there. And, Charles, I'd imagine that's something you can maybe live with in December, but not come January.
And I love how you make the distinction there. You're talking about regular season versus the postseason, the playoffs. Because these guys, they've already clinched a playoff spot, but they know, looking ahead, when they get into the postseason, they've got to take better care of the football, because turnovers in that situation, they really become magnified.
We've hit the 2-minute mark of the first half. 10-0 our score. Here's 2nd and 10. They go play action with Willis. And he's going to go down. He backed up into the end zone, and this is going to wind up a safety.
The goal here is about getting any kind of positive yardage in this spot, because you don't care who, you don't care how. You just want to try and buy a little space and get away from your own end zone. But in this spot, the defense was all over that play and equally motivated to stick them with a safety. At some point, we're going to get it through our heads. Special teams, special teams, special teams. The spark that often wins games.
About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. As the offense comes out here, Charles, remember they threw the interception last time out, but they were moving the football down the field. Looked like they were going to have a sustained drive that ended in points, but then the pick ensued.
And because of that, there's no way you can call the last drive a success. Yes, there are things to build on because they found some play calls that work. Now, they've got to build another drive and find a way to avoid the turnover that plagued it on the last one.
They'll go with Pollard here on first down. Oh, he's got a little daylight. Touchdown, Cowboys. Tony Pollard with his 9th rushing touchdown on the year. And the Cowboys are back within a couple of the lead. Now Mike McCarthy saying, let's go for 2. And this is going to be incomplete.
I don't know about you, but I can't wait for a few years of 2-point tries and see what the data tells us, because a lot of teams want to throw the ball in this situation. This time, unsuccessfully. I just wonder if maybe running the ball might be the way to go.
With it moved down from the 3 to the 2, you would think maybe a few more attempts at running.
I think stats over time may bear out that running the ball will at least be the equal of throwing it in that situation.
The Titans offense set to begin the drive. And last time they surrendered to safety, we know they don't want to do that again.
That is just one of those oddities in scoring that we get, and it's just so strange to see that go up on the board, and then you got to make sure that that doesn't happen to your team again. They've got to take care of the ball.
But boy, it juices up the defense.
Oh, without a doubt. That's a great way to score some points.
Well, they had the run for no gain. Now they'll try again from the 25 on 2nd and 10. They'll run it again with Henry. And from the 25, they work this to the 29, a gain of 4.
On any running play that's called, they're always hoping that it's going to break big and go the distance. But when you get a nice gain like that, you're able to do so many things anyway. You can come back and run essentially the same play again, continue to move the ball on the ground, or you can decide to throw the ball now because usually you have the defense back on its heels.
And on third down, the Cowboys bring in an extra defensive back. Play action. Here's Willis. Being chased out left. Throw left side complete. That's Henry. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. A good pickup there at 22.
Now that's all about making something happen as a quarterback, because instead of forcing something on third down, how about him buying some time outside of the pocket, waiting for someone to come open, and when he did, he put it on him for a big play and a first down.
And he's got this down a yard or two shy of the 40 before he's out of bounds. He'll get 8 on the scramble there. It'll be second and a couple.
I do think it's fair to say that they were caught off guard a little bit when he decided not to throw it on first down. But give them credit, they recovered in time to deny him the first down yardage. But it's only second and short. So that run is still likely to lead to a new...
And Henry's hit. He lost the football. And it's picked up by the Cowboys. And his crew will take over with a football at the 35-yard line. And in this very cold night air, how much harder, Charles, is it to hang on to that football?
It's a lot harder, and I know for the most part we think about a ball being slick when there's rain or snow, any type of moisture. But when it's cold and dry like this, and it is cold, it's also slick that way because you're not able to really grip it the same way. Your hands are cold, and then the hits seem harder. So, yeah, it's a lot more difficult to hold on to the football, which means you have to emphasize it that much more.
Wind chills right now, 12 degrees. And some room to work. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40.
Exactly what they needed right there, because they needed to use the ground game to take some pressure off, because the quarterback's been struggling a little bit.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Throwing, Prescott. And for the third time here in this half, it's intercepted. Picked by Kevin Byard. And the Titans are going to take possession here at their own 47-yard line. Well, that's 3 picks he's now thrown in this game.
And I know this, the holiday season, because here we are in December, right? It is the season of giving. Maybe for his own sake, after the game, he may have to announce that he's donating certain amounts to charity for each interception that he threw.
Now Tennessee going to use the second of their timeouts as they'll stop the clock with 26 seconds to go until halftime. A lot of running backs, a little bit of a disadvantage when you start talking MVP. Might not be the case this year. You think he's got a shot, don't you?
I do. I think he's got more than a shot. But what he's going to need here down the stretch this late in the season, he needs that big closing game, that game that we're all going to reflect on and go, oh, my goodness, did he put up a number, let's say, 200 plus?
And this offense going to elect to burn a timeout with 5 seconds remaining in quarter number 2.
Let's go.
Last play of the half. Here's Willis. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete. So we've come upon halftime here in Week 17 as we send you down to Orlando, where Jonathan Coachman has our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. And we welcome you back live now inside the booth alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin, set and ready to rock for the third quarter. The final 2 quarters of the NFL regular season are upon us as the second half of Week 17 is underway. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. And they trail here to begin the second half. What's going to be a key for them to get back in the game?
I think they're right there, and I think this game is still up for the taking for them because we always talk about turnovers. They had 2 of them in the first half, and once you start talking about if you have 3, 4, or 5, you know it's beyond difficult to try and win a football game with that. Those have to be eliminated. If they take care of the ball, they've still got a shot.
They go back to Pollard on second down. And he'll get it out near the 40 to the 39. 114 yards on the ground here for Pollard. This is a first down.
2nd and 1 is often an invitation to take the big shot downfield. I'll bet the offensive lineman said, are you kidding? We just get on our backs and let's go get the first down. They love being physical.
Gonna run again here with Pollard. Taken down at the 42.
Well, from an offensive perspective, that was a tough run because he only picked up 3 yards. Well, let's flip it over to the defensive side. They now have the advantage. 3 3-yard gains. That means they're punting the ball likely on 4th down. That's what you're looking for when you're playing defense.
They run straight ahead here with Pollard. And he'll take this for about 4 up to the 46-yard line.
Well, partner, they've been running it well the entire game, and the big guys up front, they're a huge reason why. And now they're reaping the benefits as they continue to open up big holes and gain nice yardage.
Third and short yardage, Prescott. And for the 4th time tonight, it's an interception. Picked up by Christian Fulton. And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown. It just appeared there that the defense, they had that read from the moment the ball was snapped. And not only did they get the interception, add a nice return on top of it, all the way to the end zone for a defensive touchdown.
Yeah, and the guy made the play. He gets the points. But it really was a group effort, wasn't it? How about the coaches? They've got to be so excited. All the preparation, time in the film room, it translated into a big play. They put points on the board for their team.
So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6. And now the kick is away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. They are looking to make a bit of a 180. They are sputtering right now.
And frankly, I think it's time to call your playmakers together and say, all right, guys, we're going to lean on you through this patch. We need you to get us back on track and get us going in the right direction. So you're calling plays geared to them. Not necessarily that you look at your plays, oh, this hurts the defense. I want the ball in the hands of X, Y, and Z and see if we can move forward.
So don't get too cute. Go to the playmakers. Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete.
You get the sense that they're saying we're not playing up to what we're capable of, and we're deep enough into the game that the early jitters are long gone, that they should now have some sense of continuity and be able to make some of these plays that they have not been doing so far.
And he's going to bull his way forward to the 48. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. It'll be a handoff to Pollard. And he won't be close to a first down as he runs into a wall right around the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play there. A nice job defensively. And it likely forces a punt situation on 4th. On to punt now, Anger, as he boots this one away. Taking it about the 16. 35 yards that time on the punt. And it'll be Titan football. Tennessee offense about set and ready to go. They'll start on the ground. It's Derrick Henry. He'll be brought down on the 30-yard line after a gain of 6.
Running lanes were at a premium in the first half, but he's able to find some room there, and he's hoping that that's a precursor of a big second half.
The last run got 6, now 2nd and 4. Again, it's Henry. Oh, he's got some breathing room. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. Tennessee getting the first down on a big play of 18 yards.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they're playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time, and making it work.
10th carry now for Derrick Henry. And he'll power his way forward for about 4 yards there on the first down carry.
Typically, we think it's the strong safeties that are better tacklers, especially closer to the line of scrimmage amidst traffic. But in this case, how about the free safety coming up and making the big-time play?
And he'll go down shy of the 40 at the 41. A solid gain of 7 yards that time on the keeper and a first down. Play action, Willis. Oh, that's into double coverage and intercepted. Picked off by Trayvon Diggs. And the Cowboys are going to get it back here just shy of the 20.
Well, it's not the first time we've seen him give one up here during his rookie season. And in this case, zone coverage forced the mistake. He's made some strides week to week in how he's handling the different type of coverages that he's seeing. But clearly,
now the pressure comes and he goes down. Just inside the 10, back at the 9. Buried by multiple defenders on the drive's first play. Well, they sent him on the blitz from that linebacker spot, and boy, he got there quickly.
He certainly did, and obviously he could have used a block from his running back, but I think you nailed it right there. The defender got into the backfield so fast, it's hard for anyone to react.
Back now in Nashville. It's the Cowboys in possession of the football, but they trail here as we begin the fourth quarter play. And they need to work to at least get some of this yardage back after the sack. 2nd and 19. Prescott slings this deep from McLaurin. And he's just throwing the ball up for grabs now. Fortunately, that one going to fall incomplete.
They'll probably spend a little extra time dissecting the game film after this one. I think the part of their plan was to hit him over the top of the deep ball. They've been unsuccessful all night.
3rd and long for Prescott. And that is incomplete.
When you're leading in the final quarter, your radar has to be up for any potential deep shots. And probably not the last one they're going to see in this game, not as long as they hold this lead.
Here's Brian Anger now as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. We'll call that a 43-yard punt, 2 on the return, and they will take over 1st and 10. The Titans offense set to begin the drive. Well, there are 2 scores on the plus side. Still time here in this fourth quarter, but maybe you start thinking about playing keep away?
Yeah, I think here's the situation. You're not thinking touchdowns anymore. You're just thinking first downs. To keep up with your theme there, playing keep away, first downs, they can't touch the ball.
The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. Second down, here's Willis. And seeing nowhere to throw, he chucks this one away from harm. Incomplete. Now it's 3rd down.
Well, sometimes the defense just beats you. Great coverage from the secondary, all of them in the proper position. So instead of trying to throw into tight coverage, he found a way to throw it away and come back and try again the next down.
On 3rd down, Henry. And they'll get this across the midfield stripe, but still winding up short of the first down. Call it a gain of 4, and it'll bring up 4th down. Here's Ryan Stonehouse now as he'll kick it away for the 2nd time. And no return here. This one's going inside the 15 to the 12-yard line. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. Their defense was able to force the punt. That's the good news. But this is still a 2-score game, and they need points on this drive and in a relatively quick manner. Throwing again on 2nd down. Prescott will drop this underneath to Pollard. And they'll bring him down here up at about the 22-yard line. That's a gain of 4 as we slip inside of 4 minutes left in regulation. The Titans going to use the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. The Cowboys on 3rd down. They've had their troubles, just 1 for 6. They're up against a 3rd and 1 situation. Prescott now. And he finds McLaurin. And he will have a Cowboys first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. First down, Prescott. And now here is another interception. And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown. And just to add that to the list of great moments for this defense today, they've really shredded that game plan on the other side all 4 quarters. And, Charles, that pick 6, that's kind of the cherry on top.
Yeah, they did it, and I feel like I'm quoting a bad movie line, but they did it together, didn't they? Fed off of each other, every big play they made, every tackle, every pick, everything they've done. They continually built energy in this one, and how about them culminating with a pick 6?
And he'll get it up past the 20 to about the 22. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. And we'll see if they can band back together after the pick 6. It hurt badly, but still within striking distance. A 2-score game with a good chunk of time on the clock. 136 yards on the ground for him now as he has gotten better, really, as the night's gone on. They'll send a receiver in motion to the left. On 2nd down and 4, Prescott slings this deep from McLaurin. It got his man complete. And they're going to get this down to about the 17-yard line here. But Dak Prescott, probably not the first name you think of in terms of strongest arms in the NFL, but he showed it off there.
And I tell you from our broadcast booth, because we're pretty close to the 50, we had the best view, a bird's-eye view of that throw. It was an absolute thing of beauty to watch. Never ceases to amaze me, the arm strength of these guys.
And the final number of the next-gen stats, that ball traveling a full 59 yards through the air. So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on first down. Out of the gun, here's Prescott. And they're going to get him. He's sacked back around the 28. Jeffrey Simmons in there to bury him for a loss of 11.
Remember, throughout my career here, defensive coaches always say, guys, you got to earn the right to rush the passer. Well, they put themselves in a great spot with this big lead, and they know they've got to throw the ball.
These pass rushers have to be salivating. It is pin your ears back time indeed. Play fake. Here's Prescott. And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Picked by Kevin Byard. And the Cowboys are going to have it here at their own 9-yard line. be a critical mistake at this juncture, as now they've got a 1st and 10. Prescott. Pass to Tony Pollard out of the backfield. And stopped a few yards shy of the goal line at the 3. Now here's Pollard. And he will take it in for a Cowboy score. Tony Pollard with touchdown number 2 in the game, and now 11 on the year. And the Cowboys take the forced turnover on defense and convert it into 6 points. They do tack on the extra point as well, as this gets them back within a touchdown and a 2-point conversion. The kick team out there for the Cowboys as they run up to send this one away. Fielded right around the 8. And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line. Tennessee offense about set and ready to go. Well, they can smell victory, partner. They can see it on the horizon, but certainly we're not done yet here. Defense still has 3 timeouts, and obviously this is a very slim lead they're holding on to.
And let's face it, the easiest way to get this done, challenge your ground game. Challenge your offensive line, your tight ends, your receivers, anyone who's going to lay down a block. Don't let there be penetration, because they're going to stack the line of scrimmage and maybe bring extra people to the ball. If you can do that, make them burn their timeouts, run out the clock, life will be good. But if you really want to gamble a little bit,
Derrick Henry all alone. And all the way down to the 7-yard line. 110 yards rushing now for the NFL leader coming into this ballgame. It's 1st and goal and a late touchdown at this stage could officially salt this one away. They'll try and run for it with Henry. And he's able to get it down to the 2-yard line. From the 2 now, 2nd and goal. Trying to punch it in with Henry. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. It'll go as a loss of a yard, and it'll set up 3rd down. Willis going to try to run it. And he'll get nothing out of that one. Call it no gain on the keeper, and it's going to bring up a 4th down. But, Charles, a very simple mission anytime that you